This is Earl Amin with the 2020 Foresight Podcast, where CEOs of small to global companies share their insights. It is 6 questions in 9 minutes because top CEOs know how to listen and be concise. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In just a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. Bridgette Austin, founder and CEO of B. Austin Consulting. We're a veteran-owned small business. We specialize in providing outsourced services in program management, workshop facilitation, expert testimony and consultation, and workplace investigations.
Outstanding. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being the CEO?
Not so much in the title itself. My opinion, the foundation built around that title, and I, as a CEO, the values I bring to the company and the values I spread to the employees in my company is what makes that title.
Very good. Well said. Question number 3. I hear from other CEOs that leading their team and being able to see what lies ahead can be a challenge. What are your thoughts?
Well, that goes back to the foundation. Once you build that foundation and that groundwork and you have the values in place, whatever challenges you face as a CEO, and we just came upon 2020, which was the biggest challenge of my career ever, and that brings a welcoming environment with the team and with the ability to pivot if we need to, or go right through the challenge and move forward to the next, to possibilities going forward.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
Question number 4, you may have poured into this a little bit. What piece of insight do you want to share with other CEOs?
Don't get caught up in the title. It's what you bring to the organization, what builds that title. And if you have your beliefs and your values and your mission in place, then CEO is going to follow. But it doesn't, just because you're the CEO doesn't mean your team's going to follow you and that you're going to be a good leader. How you represent yourself and how your values are organically placed is what makes you a CEO.
Well said and agreed. Question number 5. What other successful CEOs like yourself would you like to acknowledge and should be on my podcast?
First and foremost, Ty Smith. You may have already had him on your podcast. He's the CEO and founder of ComSafe AI. And also my compadre in the United States Navy and my cohort in University of Southern California, Master of Business for Veterans. The reason why I'm in business today is because he mentored me and helped me along the way. Also, Yolanda Clark, she's Powder River Industries, and she's a leader in government contracts in the cyber data and IT specialist world. Carrie Sawyer, Inclusion First Project. She's all about the collaborative exploitation and inclusion created and discussions anti-racist movement space, which is real big for now. And Melissa Washington, Women's Veterans Alliance. She brings women veterans like myself together to equip us and them and empower and encourage throughout the women veteran community and throughout the community as a whole. So those are the top forces that come to mind.
Wow. Plenty. Thank you. Question number 6, the final question. How do you celebrate a win?
From my perspective, the win is in the lesson. And there are lots of lessons out there to be had and to be learned, but to be able to move forward to the next endeavor, it's what you take away in that lesson that makes you the winner.
Okay, very good, to the point. Bridgette, it's been a pleasure having you on. Now, tell me, how can people find you?
You can find me on my website, baustinconsultingllc.com. Most of my movement and actions come in LinkedIn. I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. It's an excellent professional resource. I also use Instagram and Facebook, but a lot of my information and resources come through my website and through LinkedIn.
Excellent. Excellent indeed. This is Earl Amin with the 2020 Foresight Podcast. For more insights, go to LinkedIn and search for the Gray Owl Company. Bridgette, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.